Good morning. Chat Now is a politically charged stock market pre-show, giving you the politics behind the biggest moves in the stock market. It is presented with comedic common sense by an expert in financial literacy. And hey, that's me, Larry Steinhouse. Today is Friday, April 22nd, and I want to welcome you to the show. We are here live on WWDB Radio, 860 AM in Philadelphia, and we are live on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Hey, you can find me on all the social media sites by searching Larry Steinhouse. I want to remind you guys that today is Phone Call Friday. We haven't done one in a while because we haven't been here. So it's Phone Call Friday. You can call into the show live right now, and the phone number is 888-329-3306. 888-329-3306. On Fridays, we like to take, calls from our viewers and listeners. So please call in. Let me know what you think of the show. And if you have any questions, 888-329-3306. Hey, just a reminder, if you're watching online, hit that like button, hit that share button, and don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you can find it. And like the Money Chat Now page on Facebook. You can comment live during the show on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. And please say hi so I know you're watching. By the way, if you're commenting from a group and it's not the Money Chat Now fan page, your name may not show up on my dashboard, so please go to the Money Chat Now page, like it, and comment there so I can recognize you. Money Chat Now is brought to you by Investor Schooling, and you can attend a complimentary class next Thursday by going to investorschooling.com, and there you will learn about real estate investing and stock option trading from those who do it every day. Hey, real quick, I want to say to a bunch of people online right now that are all saying hi. My lovely wife, of course. We've got Dan Satowski. Dan's going to be at our event this weekend. We're going to talk about that in a couple of minutes. We got Joe, we got Tom, and we got James, and it looks like we got Tom, and it'd be awesome, man. All right. So hold on one second here. We got somebody spamming the group already, it looks like. So I'm going to have to delete those people right away. There we go. I think. Is it us? I don't know. I don't get it. Anyway, all right. Let's talk a little bit about what we're going to be talking about tonight, because I have no idea what we'll be talking about today, because I don't know. I'm just having some fun. All right, today we're going to be talking about the futures. We'll be talking about Disney versus Florida. And we're going to be talking about Obama's speech. Oh, wait till you hear this. We're going to be talking about CNN who and crypto theft. And once again, if you'd like to call in, please call 888-329-3306, 888-329-3306. All right, let's get into what happened yesterday. I guess it was kind of brutal. But I want to remind you about what I said at the end of yesterday's show. Here it is word for word. We have 140 companies reporting earnings today, and we will have the Fed report today, so it should be a wild ride. Wait till 2 o'clock and watch the market drop fast. My guess is a 50 points basis increase from the Fed, and it's going to be a doozy. That was an exact prediction of what the day was. I told you the Fed would discuss an increase of 50 basis points, and I said that at 2 o'clock the market would drop and drop fast. It's exactly what happened. By the way, do you think I'm clairvoyant? Nope, it's simple. This has been the pattern every time Powell speaks. He says the same blah, 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 and the market does the same down, 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 down. Right about 2 o'clock each time. It's a great tell for the market. It basically means that the next time he speaks, the market will do this again. It means opportunity. I sold up a bunch of my Apple stocks yesterday knowing that this was going to happen. I sold it all at like 10 o'clock. I did buy a little bit of Coinbase based on the information I discussed yesterday. Unfortunately, I kind of have a lot of meta, and that might hurt me. And, that might be, it might give me a little bit of pain. All right, so Snap also announced their earnings report, and, well, they missed it on earnings and profits. No kidding. Who the heck is Snap? The weird part is that the stock dropped and then popped right after earnings. I don't know. What's going on here? Does anybody even look at fundamentals anymore? I don't get it. So the pop also made Facebook go up a little bit after hours. And actually, I am totally baffled by it. But Wall Street never makes any sense. They just make money, and it's all about steak and tuna. It's not about reality. And if you ever come to my class, I'll teach you the steak and tuna theory, and you'll learn why this doesn't have to make sense. All right, I would stay away from Snap right now, and I'd like to see it at about 10 or 12, but not 30. The big winners yesterday were, of course, United Airlines and American Airlines. They both led the market for the most gains yesterday. Hey, if you were in them and waited till the afternoon to sell, you gave up about 5% from the morning, but still made some good money. I don't know if you guys remember, but for the last 2 months, I kept saying buy airline stocks, buy airline stocks, buy airline stocks, and sure enough, there you go. It actually happened, right? All right, so real quick. They both led the market for the most gains yesterday, which is what the airline stocks were, right? And if you were in them and waited to the afternoon, I told you that already. All right, AT&T also did well with their earnings announcement and before the bell. Basically, I liked AT&T stock for the dividend and the consistent range that it plays in. To me, it's a great coverage call stock. Today we have Verizon and American Express as the notable earnings plays. American Express may help the market, but I think the beginning of the end is here. We have about one more week of ups and down fluctuations, and we will start to head down. My students often ask me if puts or shorts are good plays now, and the answer is yes, but always play puts and calls with caution. My students, it's funny because if you come to class, you'll always find that students are always asking some great questions. All right, look, you got to make sure the play is predictable, though. Stop it on Thursday night, and I'll explain how to do it. Let's take a quick look at the futures and what's going on right now in the futures. So right now we have the Dow is down about 100. We have the S&P down about 7, and Nasdaq is actually poking its head up +4. So it's like I said, it's probably not going to be a great day, and we'll talk about that some more. All right, don't forget it's also Phone Call Friday, and if you'd like to call into the show, please call 888-329-3306. 888-329-3306. You can ask questions or make comments. We'd love to hear from you. You can talk to TJ, our producer, and he'll put you right through to me. Call up, say, hey, TJ, put me through. You can talk to me about anything you want, the war, the market, the State of the Union, or anything's on your mind. 888-329-3306. All right, let's go into the next topic. Let's talk about Disney and Florida. Yesterday I discussed the fact that Florida and Disney are in a battle right now. It's kind of similar to, Ukraine and Russia because, they're right next to each other. You got Florida and then you got Disney right next to each other. Florida is a bigger country and Disney is a small... Oh, wait, never mind. So anyway, the work employees of Disney are pressing the management of Disney to fight against the parental rights bill and Governor DeSantis. Well, Governor DeSantis is basically retaliating against Disney by taking away the special rights of Disneyland area. The bill passed the Senate, and now it goes to the governor's desk. If he signs it, and of course he's expected to do so, the area known as the Reedy Creek area will no longer be considered a separate entity from Florida. They will now have to live by the same rules and pay the same taxes as the rest of Florida's businesses. Right away, you must be thinking, hey, this is great, right? Well, honestly, it's as a revenge action, it makes me smile, and I'm sure it makes you guys smile too. So here's a question, though. Is it going to be a burden or a blessing for the rest of the state's taxes? In other words, would this change the tax rate in Florida or the surrounding areas because the government will now have to pick up the burden of maintaining Disney World? Well, as you may know, Disney has its own little infrastructure. They have their own fire department. They have their own water company, and they have other services that most municipalities take care of. They're pretty much autonomous from the state. And this, of course, leads to lower taxes. So basically, they don't pay the taxes because they're paying for the whole thing. They're not paying for the services, right? So the question is, will Florida tax Disney enough to cover the services? Will it be a windfall for Florida or a tax burden? Well, of course, Democrats, with their infinite lack of reality, are arguing that this will hurt the state. It's funny when the Democrats argue about companies like Amazon being given special taxation if they build in a state like New York. I don't know, you remember like when the idiot AOC was blocking Amazon from opening the operation in New York because they would get a special tax break to hire 25,000 employees? She was definitely first online for brains, but she held the door for everyone else. All right. Now you have a company in Florida who's been given a special tax break for 55 years, and the Democrats are arguing that Disney should keep their special tax break. We really need to change the name of the Democrat Party to the Hypocrite Party. Anyway, the Hypocrite Party are arguing that Disney should not be punished for their actions on the parental rights bill, as they're calling it revenge. Look, I got to tell you, I don't see it becoming a tax problem. Actually, I see it becoming a tax influx. Do you really think that Disney's going to shut down their municipal services and count on the government to service them? No way. This will be a tax influx to Florida with very little cost to Florida, and it will not only cost Disney in taxes, but it may become an issue when Disney decides to build any additions. Now the county will get involved and building permits for Disney will slow down. Sorry, Mickey, but you no longer wear the pants in the family. No, really, in case you didn't know, Minnie Mouse will no longer be wearing a dress, she will be wearing a pantsuit. So Mickey will no longer be wearing the pants in the family. Really, look it up. By the way, the Democrat senator said this about the situation. He said the governor wants to prove a point. He wants to prove he's more powerful, but I don't think he's more powerful than Disney. Oh, Senator, you just fired him up. And the governor, Governor DeSantis, may just be more powerful than Disney. Let's all make America Florida again. Hey, I want to remind you once again, of course, that it is Phone Call Friday, right? You can call into the show. You can call in live right now, and the number is 888-329-3306, 888-329-3306. Please call in and let me know what you think of the show, and if you have any questions or comments, because it's always fun to call into the show. Hey, let's talk real quick about something that happened yesterday about Obama. So I'm watching my news feed yesterday, and I chuckled when this headline popped up. Former President Obama speaks on disinformation's threat to hold on, let me do that one more time. Former President Obama speaks on disinformation's threat to democracy. I'm like,
what?
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 I just had to tune into this dumb speech filled with misinformation. He actually talked about how the media should censor people to keep democracy.
What?
Right. At one point in the speech, he even told how Russia affected the elections and implied that this was how Trump was elected. Didn't you read any of the reports? He had the nerve to say he, Obama, was a freedom of speech absolutionist. He actually said that he believes all freedom of speech is valid. And then he goes on and says, we need guidelines and must agree on values. Hey, dingbat, that is completely the opposite of what free speech is. So the hypocrisy party continues. It just went on and on and on about social media and how they should limit speech and how they should control more of the free speech. I couldn't even listen to it anymore. I mean, I only listened to it like a report on it. I didn't want to listen to it anyway, but it was like I wanted to reach through the screen and kill him. It was a complete speech about how the media should censor all speech unless it conforms to the thinking of the people who control it. Oh, by the way, YouTube, that was just a joke. He even wanted to change who can advertise on social media. So what you could say and advertise on social media, he wanted to have limits on that. He clearly wants to spread the message of censorship. Look, I expected the headline that went what it really should be, the headline that went across my machine should be, former President Obama speaks on disinformation's threat to democracy. It should have been, right? It should have been that, real simple. The headline should have said, former President Obama spews disinformation and he is a threat to democracy. If you want to get angry or angrier, look up the video of the speech. Unbelievable. Hey, let's take a break here. Don't forget, I also want to remind you that it's Phone Call Friday, and you can call in 888-329-3306. We're going to get back. We're going to get to, it looks like Austin, or Justin, I guess. We're going to get to Justin on the other side of the break. But if you want to call in, 888-329-3306. We'll see you in a minute. Hi, I'm Larry Steinhouse, and I've written a book called Money Hacks. The subtitle to this book is Because Everything You Think You Know About Money is Wrong, and I promise you there are things you think about money that are wrong. There are chapters in this book that I think you will find absolutely fascinating, and some of them are, what is money anyway? Can money buy happiness? I'll bet you don't know the answer to that question. The truth about credit scores, how you can actually use credit cards to rebuild your credit. I also have chapters on being your own bank, how to buy houses with an IRA, and how to invest with other people's money. There are so many other chapters. There are 22 total chapters in this book, and I promise you're going to learn how to make more money and pay less taxes when you buy this book. My name is Larry Steinhouse. The name of the book is Money Hacks. You can get this book wherever fine books are sold, and you can go to barnesandnoble.com right now and pre-order it. I hope that you will enjoy it. All right, welcome back to Money Chat Now. I am your host, Larry Steinhouse. You guys like my new commercial? Let me know what you think of that. Hey, by the way, we got Justin on the line. What's going on, Justin? I think I got to get Mike to turn you back on. Nope. I don't know. Okay, I can't hear you. I don't know why, but when we can, we will definitely get back to you. All right. If you guys want to order that book, please go to barnesandnoble.com. Order that book right now. And, of course, if you want more information on investor schooling, as always, you can go to investorschooling.com or call 866-424-2829. I want to thank everybody for listening on WWDB Radio 860 AM in Philadelphia. And, of course, if you're watching online, hit that share button, hit that like button, and let me know you enjoy the show. All right. Of course, we've been talking about the futures update. We've been talking about Disney. By the way, the futures are down 110, and NASDAQ is actually up 13. That's not bad. All right. I want to talk about real quick. Hold on. I think I got something here. So we talked a little bit about Obama, and we're going to be talking about CNN Who and crypto theft. And, of course, we'll be talking about today's picks and plays. But don't forget to hit that share button. Hit that like button. Don't forget. Come on, man. Let's do it. All right. Let's talk about, by the way, I just wanted to say before I go into the next topic, I just wanted to say, I want to shout out to all the people who are going to be at the special event we're hosting this weekend at the Washington Crossing Inn. I'm hoping to see you all there. If you didn't get your ticket yet, I'm not even sure if there are any left, but go to 4mmw.com and take a look, and if there are, it'd be great. This event's going to have some special guests like Doug Mastriano, a leading contender in the governor's race in Pennsylvania, and Bill Spadea, the #1 talk show host in New Jersey. These guys' views are just like mine and hopefully yours. We'll have others, by the way, speaking about how to buy houses without any money, and we'll also be speaking about making more money and paying less taxes. And, of course, Dan Satowski's going to be there, who's watching right now, and I totally agree. Oh, Linda just said there are literally 2 tickets left. So she just looked it up. There's literally 2 tickets left, so you definitely want to go if you want to go there to 4MMW right now. All right, let's talk about CNN. All together now. Let's say, you ready? Na, 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 na. Oh, come on, let me hear it. I want to hear you guys through the internet saying, na, 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 na. And this is for CNN. Na, 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 na. CNN, in their infinite lack of wisdom, decided to create a streaming service called CNN Plus. Well, the service launch was instantly a CNN minus. It was literally the worst launch of any streaming service. I actually think I have more viewers. All right, maybe not, but then again, my budget wasn't millions and billions of dollars like theirs was. This was a complete disaster. CNN Plus the disaster of CNN Plus led to major changes over at Warner Brothers Discovery, the corporation that includes CNN and this debacle called CNN Plus. In fact, they just gave notice, you ready, to over 600 employees who were working on this project. The problem with CNN Plus was a lack of subscribers and a lack of viewers. I don't know. Why would anybody need to pay for the hatred when they could get it for free by going to the regular CNN? So one more time, let's say it together. Na, 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 na. All right, karma is like, I can't say it. All right, anyway. By the way, once again, it's Phone Call Friday. I'm not sure if we're having trouble with the phones. If you want to try to call in again, 888-329-3306, 888-329-3306. And if we're having trouble with the phones, obviously you can't talk to me, but you can try. Why not? Let's see what's going on right now. All right, let's talk about some crypto theft. All right, let's see. I think, can we try to get Justin? He actually held on. Can we try to get Justin, Mike? Let's see if we can. Justin, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, excellent, man. There you are. So how can I help you today, sir? Are you still there? Something's not right. All right, well, whatever. Let me get into what's going on here about crypto. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I'm not sure what's going on today with the phones.
All right, no worries.
Oh, is that Justin? Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
All right, real quick, man. We run out of time. Real quick, what do you got?
What I was going to ask you is, like, Elon Musk, he's about to, he did that big reveal on the Mack trucks, and they're significantly better than the other Mack trucks that are already in circulation. And so I was wondering if now would be, a good time to buy the stock, or is his,
So you want to know if it's a good time to buy Tesla stock, huh?
Yes, sir.
So it's always a good time to buy Tesla stock, but I would wait for it to be in the 700s, play it up to 1,000, and sell it and make some money, right? Why not? If you're into stock options, you can
Right.
make a lot of money on a move like that. Have you ever been to our class?
Not at all.
Oh, you need to come to the class.
I'm
You need
less
to, listen,
fortunate.
where you from?
I'm poverty right now. I'm towing the line of project housing. Or
All right. Only because I'm pressed for time and I apologize. But go to investorschooling.com. Go to investorschooling.com. Sign up for a class. You can do it via Zoom. But I got to move on. But I think you'll really learn how to do that. It'd be really great. All right. Anyway, let me get into the next topic. Let's talk about crypto theft. You know, I've told many people that I'm not a big fan of investing in crypto. However, I do see it as a probable monetary system in the future. And it still has many flaws that need to be worked out. One of the big flaws is the amount of crypto theft. So this past weekend, there was another major theft of crypto to the tune of $182 million. This was actually the 5th highest recorded theft of crypto. 5th highest. This guy is clearly an underachiever. Well, this theft, and honestly, but by the way, this Steve, I got to say, and honestly, I have trouble calling him a thief because what he did was use the algorithms built into the crypto program to take possession of the funds. But in this case, the cryptocurrency called Bean had he basically he took all the ether removed from it. So basically, this genius, and I'm going to call him a genius, he removed all the ether. So once the ether was removed, the value of the stable coin itself collapsed to 10 cents from $1 on Sunday. Ether is the monetary system that funds this system. It's confusing, I understand. But just listen to this, right? So the coin is now trading at about 6 cents. And of course, the ether was the actual value of the coin, so essentially it is a worthless coin at the moment. My guess is that some are trading it because they're still in shock, or maybe they believe that the ether will be recovered. Now, this is interesting too. A report shows that in 2021, $3.2 billion of crypto funds have been stolen. The open source nature of crypto projects is part of the reason they're attractive to thieves. Hackers spend time examining the code, looking for weaknesses, and obviously they're finding some. In the story of Bean, which was this cryptocurrency, basically what happened was this guy basically check this out, he borrowed $1 billion worth of different stable coins using a short-term kind of loan called flash loan, and then added that to Beanstalk's funds. That's probably why the currency went up. It was enough to give them an overwhelming percentage of voting power. So the hacker proposed donating the money to Ukraine and then voted on itself to approve the idea. The proposal, however, included code that instead of sending all the funds locked up in Beanstalk, it sent it to him. And that's basically what happened. So here's the problem. The hacker actually followed the rules of the coin and technically didn't break the law. He just did what the code allowed him to do. There's rumor that the hacker, or like I said before, I'd call him a genius, has offered to return the funds as long as he could keep 10% as a bounty. Like I said, this guy's a genius. The founder of Bean will have no choice but to comply with the genius, and the genius gets $20 million of real usable funds. I gotta tell you, I need to learn how to read crypto code. I've been so busy reading tax code for so long, I need something better to do with my time. All right, why don't we take a break here, and we'll be back in just a couple of seconds, and I'll talk to you about what's happening in the stock market. Hi, I'm Larry Steinhouse, and I'm a financial literacy expert. Yeah, I know, you've heard that a lot. That a lot of people out there call themselves financial literacy experts, but I promise you that in my new book, Money Hacks, this book is also subtitled, by the way, because everything you think you know about money is wrong. But I promise you, in this book, you're going to learn things that you never knew about money, and it's going to help you make more money and pay less taxes. I'm actually going to have a book signing and a dinner to celebrate my new book. That's going to be at the Sheraton in Oxford Valley on June 1st at 6 o'clock. And I'm going to sign this book for you right now. And you are going to be able to get this signed copy when you come. I hope to see you then. All right, welcome back to Money Chat Now. All right, so far we've been talking about, of course, the futures update. We're going to get back to that in a second. We talked about Disney in Florida, Obama's speech, CNN who, and the crypto theft. And coming up right now is today's picks and plays. Let's talk about what's going on in the stock market today. Don't forget to share this. Don't forget to hit likes. And don't forget, did you mark your calendar for June 1st? Because we're going to be having that book launch. All right, if you're listening on WWDB Radio, set one of your presets to this channel, and we totally appreciate it. All right, I've already said that I think today is going to be a rough day. The market lost its steam when Netflix failed miserably the other day. Hey, maybe with CNN Plus shutting down, people will go back to Netflix. Okay, maybe not. All right, the airline stocks are still moving up with the great news of people flying again. And they're flying maskless. Yay! I'm looking for a drop in these stocks to re-enter, but if you have money to hold on, I would suggest you allocate the airline stock money to the cruise line stocks right now. Look at CCL and RCL and wait for a down day in the market to enter. We have not heard about cruises recovering yet, which means there's time to get in. I'm going to be watching CCL today, and if it drops below 19, I'm jumping in. By the way, if today goes really, really bad, watch this. You guys want another prediction? If today goes really, really bad in the morning, wait till about 3:30 and watch the market move back up for people to take their positions for next week. All right, real quick, crypto. Bitcoin is moving up about 40,000. Gold and silver aren't doing much. Gold is around 1930 and silver is around 24.25, which is surprising. I actually think it's going to move back up. Oil, of course, is just about 100 and should be moving downward. I still think oil is inflated at this point for what it really is and what's really going on. Of course, the 10-year Treasury bond is below 2.95 for now. 3% is definitely coming next week, and 4% is no doubt going to happen in a few short months. So watch for it. You guys see interest rates, mortgage interest rates? Holy cow. Mortgage interest rates are almost 7% now. It's insane. Hey, I want to really quickly thank all the listeners on WWDB Radio 860 AM in Philadelphia. And I want to thank you for your continued support. And if you're enjoying the show, look up Money Chat Now when you get home. And once again, as always, my name is Larry Steinhouse. I am the CEO of Investor Schooling and the host of Money Chat Now, and of course the author of Money Hacks. From time to time, I own some of the assets, options discussed in this show, and the opinions discussed in this show is solely mine, and no one has asked me to discuss them. Have a great weekend, and make it a profitable day.